Hello, you guys.
Hey, everybody.
We are super excited to be able to come and talk to you tonight about a couple things that have been a common theme for us over the last 8 months or so, and also along our entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah, this is something that, especially over the last little bit, I've seen a few comments come across Facebook, talked to a couple people where this has came up. And so we wanted to get on and share a little bit of a story tonight, and also hopefully with this little tip that we give you, help you move forward through something that you're dealing with. So I have a question for you guys. If you want something to happen, will it?
Okay, that's a great question, because a lot of times we hear this from a lot of our clients that they want to see different gains in their business. They want to see something different. They're dealing with something in their personal life that's just not going the way that they hoped it would, and they want to see something different. And it's a recurring theme that we hear often. Okay, and we've felt it in our own journey as well, where we just wanted to have something different. We wanted to see different results. We wanted to gain a different perspective, get a different level in our business.
Yep.
Okay,
so tonight we're going to be talking about the one thing to stop doing right now and the one thing to do instead. Or it could be a few things, but what to do instead.
Okay. So you guys, if you have been following us for a while, you may be aware that just a little over 8 months ago, we were in a really rough situation. We had a tragic accident happen where we lost our two adorable little girls. I almost lost my life. And since then, we have been in a very interesting place, a place that we never ever thought that we would be before. And we've learned a lot of incredible lessons and things through the process of grieving and healing, and really fine-tuning our messaging for you, our audience, and what we want to teach and how we want to share moving forward. Okay. So not too long after the accident, we were actually in a position where we were feeling a pull to go back to the canyon where this happened. And because of the way in which things kind of went down that day, it was no small thing for us to be even thinking about going back to this area.
Well, and to just give you guys a little bit of a quick background, this is a canyon that we have actually been going to for many years. Okay, it's became a tradition of ours for our family to go hike this canyon. And so this is something that has been, this canyon in particular that this accident happened in, is something that is special to us. Okay, this canyon is something that has always been a part of our life. And so we didn't want, you know, it's easy to just say, oh, just stay away from the canyon, don't go back there, right? But this is something that we wanted to be able to go back to, okay? This is something that has held a lot of great memories for us, and so it's something we wanted to continue. And so we really, after this accident happened, we really felt the pull to go back to this canyon and to actually work through the triggers, the struggle, that fear of actually going back to where this accident happened. We wanted to go back and actually work through those things. Okay, and it was no small thing to do. You know, I mean, to go back to this canyon, we had a lot of fears. There was a lot of things that we had to overcome with the idea of going back to this.
Yeah, and so all the plans that we had to make, okay, booking a hotel, working with getting other people to go with us, escorts, so that we were prepared for any eventualities that may come up based on just the nature of what happened, okay? And you guys, the emotions and the fear, the discomfort was building and building. Even thinking about booking a hotel room was like lead in the fingers. Like Googling it, you know, getting on Expedia and looking for a place to stay was one of the most seemingly unsurmountable ideas ever. Okay, and so each time we put these things together, that uncomfortableness, that fear and that dread kept getting more intense. And many times, I know for myself, I'm like, well, we're just not going to do this. This is just too much. There's just no way this is going to happen. But at the same time, we still had that pull, that need to go back and kind of take a look at what had happened and how things were now. Because as Tim mentioned, this is a place that we've been going to for our entire marriage, and before even that. Okay, and there was actually a lot of people too that were worried about us going back. They were concerned about what that might mean for us mentally or emotionally, how we were going to respond to being back in such a, I don't even know the correct word to use, but back into the area where we had had such a incredible loss. Our world was forever changed with the circumstances and the events that happened. Was nothing that we could have ever predicted. and nothing that, we'd ever planned for. So, but again, we felt like this was definitely one of those things that we needed to do to take an incremental step forward to be able to move through and kind of work through our grief just a little bit more. So we decided to go ahead and do it.
Yep.
Okay.
So we took the actions, you guys. We actually, booked a hotel. We got people that could go with us that could help us out, just in case we had an issue when we were in the canyon, where we physically could not walk out or emotionally we broke down. We went through and we did all the steps and took those action plans that we needed to do to put it in play, and then actually took that action and went.
Yes.
Okay.
And the interesting thing is we were dreading it the entire drive. We had about a 3-hour drive there. We're emotionally charged. Okay. And after we had arrived and did what it is that we had planned on doing there, we were talking about it and we were amazed at just how different our experience was being there versus what it was that we had expected it to be.
Yep.
Okay. The experience was exactly what we needed it to be. And if we had allowed the fear, discomfort, all of those feelings that we had building up prior to going, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to really grow in the way that we needed to in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that is very similar to how we can kind of face different things in our own journeys. Okay. Especially as an entrepreneur, how many times do you spend thinking about what you want in your business?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want more tasks done? Do you wish you had more hours in the day? Okay. Do you want increased sales, more teammates? Okay. Do you want to hit some personal goals that maybe have been out of reach for a little bit? Maybe that's more personal development time. Maybe it's getting, your health in line, more physical fitness, different things like that. Maybe you want to read more or have, more audiobooks to listen to gain more knowledge and increase your understanding and your bandwidth so that you can get those results you want in your business.
We all make those New Year's resolutions, right? It's something that we want to either change in our personal life or in our business. Okay. And at the beginning of the year, we all make those resolutions. We all raise our hand and we're like, I'm going to do this year. But how many of us just get stuck in the idea of just thinking about it?
Let me know, because this is something that
Let us know in the comments.
Tim and I have spent so much time thinking and talking about a variety of different things, both prior to the accident, during this process where we're working together through things, and then now as we're kind of reevaluating where it is that we want our business to go and who we really want to serve. Mm-hmm. There's lots of thinking and lots of talking that's being done. But the question is that where it ends? Let me know if for you, if you're guilty of that, or if you find yourself stuck in that, let me know, because it is something that almost every single entrepreneur, whether you are a high performer or not, finds themselves at some point. Okay. Whether that's facing a fear, knowing what you need to do to get to the next level, you've planned it out, you've got it all written out. Your flow chart is beautiful. Okay. But then it's the timeline. When is this going to actually happen? When do I need to actually commit to doing these things? And it's that nervousness of stepping out of your comfort zone to do that next level thing.
So when we get to that edge, when it's suddenly like, okay, now it's time to actually take that first step.
Yes.
And we suddenly chicken out, or that fear overcomes us and we're just, we put it off. I'll do this tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Or, today, oh gosh, we've got so much stuff going on. We'll just, tomorrow's a better day. We'll push it off. And then tomorrow, you find yourself doing the same thing. How many of you are guilty of this? Because I know I've been there. I've done that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys, the biggest thing to stop doing right now, okay, the number one thing to stop doing, like we mentioned at the beginning, is to stop overthinking it.
Yes.
To stop just thinking, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do this, or this is something I want to change. And then tomorrow this is something I really want to change. And it goes on day after day after day after day. We get stuck in the mud, so to speak, and peeling out of just thinking about things that we want to actually change.
Yep.
The piece that is missing and the thing that we really need to do is to take action.
And you guys, that action, it doesn't have to be a huge, big thing. It can be something very, very small and very simple.
Yes.
As you've got your flow chart, or you've got your idea of what you want to do. Maybe it's doing a Facebook Live. Maybe it's sending out an email. Maybe it's connecting with somebody that is that next step to have an interview with them to move your business to the next level. Okay, just reaching out, making the connection, instigating that conversation is action. That is that step. It is that incremental movement that you need to have so that you can get the next thing done. Hey, Rosetta, great to have you on. Love seeing you on here as well. Okay, so you guys, the thing to stop doing right now, as Tim mentioned, is to stop overthinking.
Yep.
And the thing to do is to start taking incremental action, no matter what that is. If that's getting a date written down in your calendar,
Yep.
write it down, okay? And then you can build on it from the next thing.
Each day, if you make just one little step, you'll be closer. Each day that goes by, you'll be one step closer to reaching that goal or that thing that you want to achieve, whether it be in your business, in your personal life, whatever that might be. As long as you take an incremental step every single day, you'd be surprised, A, how quickly it goes by, okay, that time. You know, before you know it, a month's gone by, 2 months have gone by, and you think, wow, I've done this little step closer to my goal each single day, and you'll see how far you've moved within just a short amount of time, and you'll find yourself amazed. But if we get stuck in that overthinking, we're just thinking someday, and we're just simply, you know, I'd like to have it, but I'm stuck up here, and I don't actually take those action steps. We never actually move anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, we stay stuck, we're peeling out, and then eventually we get into a point where it's overwhelmed and we give up.
You guys, we appreciate you spending some time with us tonight. Again, we hope this was a helpful training for you to kind of consider maybe where you're at in your own life, those things that you're thinking about and that you've been thinking about for a while, and, you know, help maybe gain some clarity on something that you might do to start taking action today.
Exactly.
We appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful evening, and we will talk to you soon.
You guys be curious, be bold, take action, and remember that it is choice, not chance, that shapes your life.
Take care.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.